there exists a dimension between the living and the almost living, and obviously the non-living. And this kind of dimensional physics about the world and how it functions and how it works, and the different levels between passing from one stage of life to the next stage to the next stage. There's quite of in-depth definitions provided, but it's mostly speculations and theories and someone's opinion. And a lot of the time, there is literature to back up some of these theories, and there is quite a bit of interest in this sort of phenomenon, if you must. But in reality, real life experience and actually taking somebody else's experience at word value, it's quite a drastic jump. And therefore you gotta come up with your own conclusions. I gotta come up with my own conclusions. And what I've concluded is that sometimes parallel dimensions overlap. Sometimes they cross over. Sometimes they are completely separate and apart. Quite a bit of a study and focus has gone into this topic. However, it is really important, like I said, to come up with one's own predictions, one's own conclusions based on one's own observation, whether it's going to be in real life experience or if it's actually really dramatic, like what the movies show. Sometimes when, and if you're not careful, you reach a level of where ghosts exist and cross over with the human physical world. And therefore it is really crucial and extremely important to take precautions. And there's a lot of falsehood surrounding this topic. Some believe you need a priest, or you need a really trained clergyman or woman that knows how to navigate these waters, and that is not true. It is false. It is false. Do you know why it's false? Because a lot of the times these supposed clergymen, these supposed priest people are the ones that are the problem. Because when they call in other cultures around the world, it's called a cleansing. Other people view it as saging. Other people view it as prayer. Other people view it as meditation. However you choose and decide to call it, bottom line is you got to come up with your own conclusion, man, and be very careful when you tread on territory unfamiliar, to include parallel worlds, parallel dimensions, because that's where the crazies live. That's where the crazies are waiting in the shadows, and they will strike at any moment. Take precautions and take safety, and beware, Arizona!